What is up, everyone? It's Demolition Derby for Life. I'm here going to do a stripping a car video, guys. I got the cow car. I got it pulled outside right now. It's a beautiful day out, nice and warm. Just did a lot of work around the yard, try to get stuff kind of cleaned up and worked on. I got a lot of mud, but it's not as bad as it was a couple days ago. But I just got this thing pulled outside and I'm ready to start stripping this thing down. I want to pull everything I can out of it, and then we're going to send her off to scrap. But you guys ready to see what it looks like? The before. I am very ready to get this thing out of here. I'm going to start pulling the cage, some other miscellaneous on end stuff, motor, trans, rear end, tires. The fronts I'll leave on for now until I can get at it until I basically send it off to scrap. But for now, I am gonna start pulling everything I can out of it. I want to, like, roof signs, stuff like that. This is gonna be a little bit before, show you guys what I basically will all save, and just another good look at the car before I completely cut her apart. I'm very happy to finally get this thing out of my hair. Was so sick of looking at this thing. I'm ready to start fresh, start new. I did steal one tire from this side already, but that ain't no biggie. I'm gonna cut the A-arms off so I can just drop the whole rear end out. I'm gonna save the whole rear end, but I'm just gonna pull a couple, or I'm just gonna cut everything off instead of trying to unbolt it, because it's gonna be impossible to do that because of probably how rusty it is, and for the fact that there's not gonna be much for bolts there anyway. But here's one last little good look at the car before I decide to cut her apart, or before I start cutting her apart. And then once I get more into it, I will show you guys more of the damages that I have found or whatnot. But here you go, guys. I'm gonna get started. All right, guys, we're back here with the stripping the cow car. I basically got this thing gutted. It's about 9 o'clock at night right now. I probably started on this around, I'd say 5 o'clock or so. And within 4 hours, give or take, I got this car basically completely gutted. Other than I need to pull the motor. But I have it all loose and ready to come out. It's dark. I'd rather do it during the daytime when I can see better. And it doesn't really pay to goof something up and break something when you got tomorrow. But you guys ready to see what it looks like? Yeah. She's all pulled apart, and pretty much the worst has been realized on this car, guys. Here's a really, really good shot on how bad that frame is. You can definitely tell that this thing is all kinked. Surprisingly, it's not locking, or it's, what's the word am I thinking of? I think this motor would have locked up if I had that power steering pump on. That's why I actually don't run it anymore. I ran it once, and this same thing happened, and I locked the pump up, and the motor wouldn't turn over and run. So in turns, actually, this is the same exact motor that got locked up from the frame kinking over. So that's why I don't run a water pump, or not water pump, power steering pump, because something like this could happen. And you can see it's kinked over really, really well. And you can tell, like, see how it's at an angle like that? That should be straight. So this is kinked over quite a ways. Yeah, she's pretty well toast. And then here's another good shot you can see it's bubbling out really bad. It's starting to kink up, which that's basically what you really want. This one kind of went a little funky. I mean, you can see it went so kind of weird. But I am very happy with how this went. You can see this is where the bumper was mounted, and it's kinking down and it's going up. Maybe we can get a good shot on this side now that we can get in here. But yeah, see how this is all facing down? The bumper was facing down basically, and it was kinking up. And eventually bumper just gave way from all the stress. Not really all that bad back here. I mean, if I really, really, really wanted to, I could cut some frame horns off of a different car, weld them on. But honestly, it ain't worth it. I'd rather start fresh. I got this freaking POS right here. But for the most part, I think that was kind of the best option, was just start fresh. It's starting to kink really bad around here. So, yeah. Cage came out really, really easy. There was really not all that much holding that thing in. There's a weld there, a weld there, there, and there. That was the only thing holding that cage in. And it was down to the frame, but I mean, honestly, there was nothing holding that cage in other than those few welds, which seemed to work just fine. So, can't complain about it. Then I also, don't mind that little spill, I pulled the rear end out, which is sitting over yonder. I just cut it right out. I figured instead of trying to unbolt everything, be easiest just to cut and then unbolt the outside of the car. And then when I want to bolt it back into somewhere, I can do it quick. But yeah, the humps seem to be actually okay, surprisingly. I thought these humps would have buckled out a lot worse, but I think dishing them like that helped it a lot. It did not crush in like I was expecting, but hey, could always be worse. And you can definitely see it kinked sideways because it's coming down and then up here. And look at this side too. Yeah, this side's starting to go a little bit more, but right where I have it dimpled, it's fine, and then it kinks sideways. So I'm going to continue to do that with my GM cars. It seems to be working, and we'll test it out on another car, see if it actually works or not. And I think we'll be golden. But yeah, you can definitely tell it's fine all the way through, all the way up. I don't know if I really want to save anything else off of here other than pulling the motor. Maybe I'll pull the seat. I don't really know if I need another seat sitting around here, but that would be another good option. I'm pulling that. But for now, I think I'm going to pull the motor tomorrow and then get this thing outside so I can get my next little project in here. The next project for sure is going to be the Mani. I want to get that finished up and get that thing ready to rock and roll. I might start building on another 80s car or a weld car, but we will see. I got to figure out what exactly I want to build yet. Oh, I do have to cut the motor mounts out yet too. That's something else I have to cut out. But yeah, there you go, guys. There's kind of one of the last little looks of the cow car. I'm pretty stoked on getting this thing out of here. It doesn't look overly all that bad yet, but she's just a little too far gone up front to fix. So I'm gonna fill her up and send her on her way and keep working on the next projects. But thank you guys for watching my videos. I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy this little video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and we'll catch you guys all in the next video.